Hi, hello, welcome to my channel. This is going to be my first voiceover video, so please bear with me a little bit. I've been seeing a lot of HAZBIN hotel redesigns online lately, and I figured I would try my hand at it. I actually don't mind the original designs all that much either, and it's like no hate to the show whatsoever. I just genuinely wanted to do this for some fun, because I keep seeing all these really cool designs, especially like ones with Charlie that she has like snakes for hair, which is like so creative. But yeah, I got bored one day and one of my friends suggested I do this, so this is me trying my hand at designing characters. Hopefully this will get better as it goes on. I plan to do all of the characters from the main cast of HAZBIN. Maybe I'll add Serpentious in there. I wouldn't consider him like the main cast, but we'll see. Anyways, I kind of wanted to give her more of a bubbly pose for the start of this, so I found one with a good energy to it. I also really liked her pilot design with the black pants. I feel like, I know everybody says it, but like there is a lot of red. I still want to have every character have some red on them, so I'm not going to get rid of it entirely, but I am going to change her main color. I know as for Lucifer, he wears all white, and she doesn't really seem to like him a whole bunch at the beginning of the series. She seems to have a really rocky relationship with him, and her mother Lilith is shown to wear a lot of black, so I made her outfit kind of resemble that. I also went on Pinterest for some inspo pics, and like, I like the idea of her wearing a suit, but her normal outfit, I don't know why it gives me a little bit of bellhop vibes, and she's not a bellhop, she like owns the hotel. So I kind of wanted to give her something a little more professional, and also like whiter pants legs. It's kind of weird that they're like skin tight all the way down. I'm also aware that my design is not very animation friendly. It is not intended to be. I'm gonna say that right out the bat. It is not intended to be. I'm just designing this for funsies. So first, I really did want to start with like goat eyes, because like all the other angels are very angelic, seraphim-like. They've got all the extra wings and eyes. That's cool. Like Lucifer has the extra eyes underneath his cape, and he has the wings, but he also has horns and fire. And like, I don't know, they just have more of a demonic look to them. And I feel like with Charlie, if her mom is Lilith and she's like mixed human, in my head, that would mean she'd look more kind of like a sinner. At least that was my thought process on it. So I did also give her goat feet, and her horns are like constantly there. Like they don't disappear like her dad. They're just always there. Man. I was like really confused when I first started drawing this, because I had so many different ideas that I ended up not doing. I know her skin looks blue here. It's just the undertone color, because I was trying to go for more of a moody palette when I set out for it. I'm also apologizing if I sound sick. I am a little bit sick, but I've been putting this video off for way too long, so I figured I'd just get it over with so it's out of my computer and I don't have to think about it anymore. I originally wanted to start off with red pants, which now that I'm looking back on it, I do kind of like the red pants, but I wanted to give her red cuffs too, so I figured I would probably just change it and for like a matching pantsuit and make like the pants pinstriped. I also really liked like the underneath of her bangs being red, and you didn't really see that with the rest of her hair at all, so I kind of wanted to add like a pink tint to it. Maybe like fading towards the bottom and kind of look fiery, because when she gets really pissed off, her hair like flows around her, and I just think it would look cool if it had like a color gradient to it. So you'll see me adding that in here. I do tend to paint. I don't really like line art all that much. I would prefer painting most of the time, which does tend to be an issue with my process, because I don't draw in the order I'm supposed to, like literally ever, so womp womp for me. But I also wanted to give her a tie instead of a bow tie. Like a bow tie to me seems like helping staff, and an actual tie just seems more professional. Like, I don't know, I feel like if you're wearing a bow tie, you're like going to a big event, or you're like the staff. But just, I wanted a tie. The tie looks better. I also made her eyes, like I kept that like heart shape in her eyelashes. I think it's really cute. Like I really liked that detail about her. But as for her pilot design, like I don't know, she just had more oomph to her, and now she looks like a pair of chopsticks, and I wasn't a super big fan of it. So I tried to give her more of Lilith's body type, where I like wasped in her waist and kind of gave her wider set hips, but she's still kind of skinny. I think when I do Vaggie, I'm gonna make her more bottom heavy. Maybe, I don't know, I gotta find out my shape language, because I think my main disappointment with this design was that I didn't use enough shape language. Like, it still feels like Charlie with her silhouette, but at the same time, it didn't just like, I didn't go super far out with it. I think I definitely could have. I also, like for the tie of her hair, I did her pilot design hair, but I put a crown of thorns on the end of it. I know it's not Jesus related, but I think it's cool. It's like reference to the Bible in a series that's about Christianity. I just think it looks cool. I also gave her golden buttons because I just thought they'd look better than silver. Because Lucifer tends to wear a lot of gold, and I wouldn't imagine that she would, like, I imagine she'd get clothes from him in general. Like, he seems to like get everything. I don't know, it's really confusing, like how people get things in hell and how things are manifested. Like, do they mine for metals? Do they like have, like, how do they get food? Is the food provided? Do they have like farms and stuff? I mean, I guess that would come from the other rings, because like they talk about having Beelzejuice, which is like from Beelzebub, but like I don't know. There's a lot of holes that I can like poke through the canon of like both HAZBIN Hotel and Hell of a Boss, because I love them both a lot, but it always leaves me with a lot of open-ended questions on how things happen. But right now you'll see me finally starting to clean it up. This is like generically the final design. I just think it looks better, especially like I put a pressed pleat in the front of her pants, like she irons them. I feel like she'd want to seem professional even though her whole hotel is falling apart. And then I initially was making her horns a little pinker, but I think I ended up making them more red towards the end. I don't know. I also wanted to give her like Lucifer inspired makeup. Like, I really don't like how big the red of her cheeks are. It just looks like she's a clown. But Lucifer is the ringmaster, and all of the other characters are supposed to be like the, you know, the denizens of hell. You've got Mammon, who's the jester. You've got Beelzebub, who is the animal tamer. I actually don't know what Belphegor is supposed to be. She's a sleepy lamb. Like, what the fuck is that? She's like covered in candles and stuff, but I don't really get that. I know Satan is the muscle man, so I just figure like she's not really part of the denizens, so she wouldn't have like her role in the circus. So I kind of just made her freak show makeup, kind of like Lucifer's. Like, you'll see it under his eyes sometimes. He has like those little like black lines, and she gets them when she's angry, but I just think it'd be cooler if she had it all the time. I also did end up changing her eyes to stars, because I thought like the goat eyes were a bit much, and I got some like friend feedback. They also did not like the goat eyes, but you can tell me what you think in the comments. I would love to know. But I ended up going with stars because she has a dream to reach for the stars, and so she's always a starry-eyed girl. I think it's cool. It's probably not that cool, but I like it. I also think I made her eyes a little too big. I was trying to replicate the style, and I've like only ever drawn Alistair. Oh god, the amount of times I've drawn Alistair is like actually crazy, and they used to be so bad. I used to be so bad at drawing Viv's style. But I think for this one, it's not so bad. I might do like, when I finish all of the designs, I might do like a whole drawing with all of the characters, but we'll see. Oh yeah, I also gave her a name badge to wear constantly, and I made the cuffs of her sleeves a bit bigger than the rest of her shirt so it looks rolled up. And then I gave her gold trim on the bottom of her vest so that it would separate itself a bit better from the pants. I thought pinstripes looked a little more fun. Like, she doesn't strike me as somebody who would wear something like a solid red suit. Like, that's just so plain. Like, she's so bubbly, she's so out there. Like, at least in the official part of the show, not the pilot, the hotel is very dramatic looking. Like, I know Lucifer fixed it up and all that, but like, she just seems to like embellishments, and I'd imagine she'd probably wear that for herself and not wear a solid red suit. So I gave her some nice little pinstripes, and then over here you'll see me writing out all of the changes I've made. So I gave her more circus makeup. She constantly has her horns. She has less red, but again, she still matches Lucifer and Lilith's colors a bit. I did make her look less like a bellhop, and I gave her goat feet because she's part sinner, so like she would have some kind of element to that. So she has goat feet. I also gave her unique pupils and then the crown of thorns hair tie, which I know it's not like super crazy changes, but I do think it would be nicer if Charlie had like a cooler outfit, because I do like the rest of her character a lot. The goat feet are just a personal choice because I like goat feet. I have an OC who has goat feet, and he's my little goat boy, and I love him. So that'll about do it. Please do let me know if you have any ideas on who I should do next, and props to you if you guys recognize the soundtrack that's playing in the back. If you have any questions about what programs I'm using, check the link in the description. I'll also be listing my tablet and pen down there as well. But yeah, thank you so much. Please leave a like, and if you like me, please subscribe. Have a good day. Bye!